Welcome back.
Today we talk about our problematic faves, we play Mary F. Kill,
I witness a hate crime, and we reveal our ideas for a hot new reality TV show.
This is The Boredroom. I'm Sara.
And I'm Rachel.
Y'all want some of this hot chocolatey milk, baby? I've been warming it up for you. Rachel, I have a very serious question to ask you.
Yeah.
Who is a terrible person that you, secretly kind of like?
Oh.
And you can't say me.
Oh, well, that makes this hard. I think I have to go with Mitch McConnell.
Okay.
Because, he's definitely a terrible person, big fat check mark. Like, we all know that.
Yeah. Why? Tell me why. Tell me in great detail his entire political history and why you don't like him. Liberal or sheeple? I'm saying this right now. Any conservatives want to use this piece of the podcast to prove their point. Yeah. But he is actually, no. He sabotaged Obama and stacked the Supreme Court. So now we have a weird Catholic cult lady on it. Anyway, you were saying.
Well, there's something about, because he has that, voice that's I'm Mitch McConnell. Like, he has a very deep southern drawl to him. And there's something about that that's, kind of appealing. You know? There's something about that that's, he's a nice old man.
Yeah, he seems like he'd tell you stories while drinking moonshine.
Yeah.
You're like, when I was a kid. Well, that's not what he sounds like.
No, that sounded just like it.
I think it's also just that he doesn't have a chin. It's his,
yes, he has a neck pouch.
Yeah.
I'm so intrigued by the neck pouch. Yes. I want to poke it, but with a push pin, and it just
exactly.
It'll
I feel
deflate.
like if you were to poke it, you would sort of see the ripples moving, cascading across it like waves in a sea.
Yeah.
You think his wife does that? I feel like that's their idea of foreplay.
That's their thing.
She's just like, Mitch, and he's like, what? And then it moves after.
It's it moves with his peener. When his peener goes up, his neck pouch inflates.
Oh my gosh, that's so disturbing. Thank you for giving me that visual. Mitch McConnell, a great person who is a great example of someone who looks so non-threatening but is capable of so much evil. Sort of like Elon Musk before he got his hair plugs.
Yeah, that PayPal picture where he's bald.
He's like, do you know he has 6 children?
What?
Not with Grimes, you know, because initially when I heard 6 sons, I was like, did Grimes just lay a batch of eggs and then they hatched or something?
Yeah.
No, when his first marriage or because they're not married, his first marriage, 6 sons. Wow. That is some very strong seed.
Yeah.
Very selective. King Henry VIII, rolling over in his grave. He's so jealous.
True.
He's like, I got one sickly son who died as a teenager and a bunch of useless daughters. And this simp, he gets 6.
Yeah, and he names one of them X Ash 12 or whatever.
Yeah, or I think that's his 7th. Oh my goodness, 7?
Wow.
One for each day of the week.
That's really fun.
Anywho, you said Mitch McConnell. I feel like that's a good example of someone who's terrible in a real life way.
Yeah.
The people that are on my list are terrible in the celebrities who do dumb stuff. So my first pick would, of course, be Charlie Sheen. I've mentioned briefly how his interview where he's like, I'm not bipolar, I'm by winning. It changed my life. It really is probably one of the greatest interviews to ever have been conducted. I can't think of any that, besides maybe the one with Prince Andrew. Did you see that one? It's
I don't think so.
Because Prince Andrew, he's one of the royals. So he's one of the brothers of Charles, who's going to be king when his mom croaks. If. And he was friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and there was a bunch of photos of him at his townhouse in New York. One of the women who survived it was like, oh yeah, he was part of it. He assaulted me, all of this jazz. The interview, it truly went down as absolutely nobody believed him. His story was such BS. It was such a perfect example of his lawyer being like, make sure that you mention that you were at this place at this time so that you seem like you had an alibi. And he was like, I couldn't have been at his house because I took my daughter. to a Galaxy pizza place in the afternoon for a birthday party. And they're like, what? At like 4 p.m.? All of this happened at night. And then the greatest BS line was when one of the women was like, yeah, he sweated profusely. Like, it was kind of a mini jab. He was like, he sweated so profusely. And he's like, that's actually not possible. I can't produce sweat because of an adrenaline overdose I had in the Balkans War.
What?
And I was like, huh?
That's crazy.
What are you telling me, Prince Andrew, that you have not produced a single drop of sweat in the past 20 plus years?
Yeah.
I don't know. But then the royal family was like, we're not going to give him to the police. We're just going to... Yeah. Yeah, they're not snitches. Yeah. But then they still, like, they didn't turn him in, but now he doesn't have his royal responsibilities. So I was like, so let me get this straight. Now he has less work to do. How's the punishment?
Yeah.
That's the real reason that the royal family is trash. It's because they protected an actual child abuser.
And then they're like exiling Harry and Meghan.
I don't really care about that. I'm going to say it right now. I think it's hilarious if one of them did make a comment that was like, what color's the baby going to be? Whatever. Which could have just been like, Meghan Markle's literally the only splash of color that's ever been in the family. They could have just been like, maybe, you know, the kid will be tapioca as opposed to eggshell.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going to say it. I don't care if I get canceled. I don't believe that. I don't know. It seems very odd that Meghan and Harry are like, we just want to have a private life and, you know, raise our children. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. But they're like, we're also going to sign a book deal, a deal with Netflix, do a bunch of interviews. I was like, wait a minute.
They're going on like a press tour about how they want to be private.
Right? It makes absolutely no sense. But it's fine. Once you reach a certain point of like fame and money, I feel very little empathy for you.
Yeah.
And everyone should agree with me. And I hope to one day reach that level where other people don't feel bad for me.
No one cares about you anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they'd have to start first. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh. So if anything, nothing's changed. I just have like better clothes.
Yeah.
I'm getting off tangent. Charlie Sheen. Oh my God, that's what we were talking about. Charlie Sheen. Okay. Charlie Sheen, who has AIDS now. That's not even a joke. I looked him up just, you know, to do research for this podcast because we care about the content we make. And it just, the headline was like, Charlie Sheen, I have AIDS. I think it skipped from HIV to AIDS. Like it didn't even, you know how you have to get the virus? His body was like, we're going to skip that stage and just give you AIDS directly. Because he's just such a badass. I don't know what he's doing now. I mean, crack, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But Charlie, if you're out there, please come back. We need you.
I want to, because like all these like actors and whatever who have gotten canceled, like I saw this headline that was like Kevin Spacey coming back to acting, like he's in some like low budget indie like student film or something, because I guess that's the only people that will take him.
He paid them, if anything.
Yeah, but it's like, we should just write an awful movie and hire like Charlie Sheen, like all these terrible, like we hire all these people that will never get work again because this is the only thing they can have.
And we could pay them nothing. We could pay them like quarters.
And like, you know, they're like talented because like they all had big careers. So it's like, they'd probably be really good actors in it.
I would do it. Maybe not Kevin Spacey because he was like a full-on rapist. But like someone like Roseanne, where what they did was messed up, but it wasn't like unforgivably horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they didn't ruin someone's life. So I would say, okay, Roseanne. Charlie Sheen was never really canceled though. Not officially.
Yeah.
He would be now.
Yeah.
But Charlie Sheen was sort of like, he had a blip in his career and then he just never came back. It's not impossible to come back from saying horrible things. Mel Gibson said a bunch of stuff about Jewish people.
True.
He still has a good career now. He gets nominated for things.
Now.
Yeah. The anti-Semitism, if anything, made him a better director. I'll say it. That's the thing. It's like a lot of times, like Kevin Hart got canceled. He's not.
He has a new movie coming out. On Netflix.
No one cares.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that we should just say whatever we want because We'll still have careers.
No consequences for us.
I feel like if people rifled through everything we said on this podcast, they could find something.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing too juicy, but like something taken out of context.
Yeah, definitely something that could like get us fired.
Yeah, the Mel Gibson quote.
Yeah. A Notes app apology.
Oh my God, please. I wouldn't. It would literally be like an Excel spreadsheet apology. Yeah. So Charlie Sheen is one. Another person who cannot be canceled is Azalea Banks.
Oh, wait, I don't know what she did.
It's not a single thing. It's a series of things. Azalea Banks is a very talented rapper. I would say one of the most talented rappers who's come out in the past 10 years. But she has this tendency to, say incredibly dumb things on Twitter, like constantly. Just make offensive statements about trans people and gay people.
Oh,
and
yikes.
She starts beef with every human being imaginable out of nowhere. She's like, someone will make a post about Lizzo and she's like, Lizzo is fat and she's acting like a mammy stereotype and all of this, and everyone's like, what are you talking about? Why are you starting beef with this woman?
Yeah.
And then she'll make you ever see those like meme pages? And it's a lot of screenshots of like people making grainy Instagram live videos and stuff like that. She's one of those women. She does that. She has a ponytail that's like jutting out of her hair. It's like the trunk of a small tree. And then she'll just start talking poorly about people. She'll be like, Fat Lizzo, why do you have a career when Cupcake doesn't?
What?
And it's genuinely hysterical, but it is problematic, if you want to say. The beautiful thing is, despite her sus tweets about the gays, you go to any comment section, and it is literally a bunch of bottoms being like, I don't care that she's homophobic. I separate the art from the artist. Which just goes to show you talent. Talent is talent.
True.
And I feel like if you're talented enough, you should be able to say whatever you want. I'll stand by it. This is the hill on which I die.
Yeah. Hitler was so talented at being a general.
He wasn't talented enough. I've seen his artwork.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised he didn't get accepted into that school.
True. With his, didn't he have like one tiny ball or something?
I think so.
I think I read that like one of his balls didn't drop or something.
Yeah, he looked down at himself and he was like, I have to kill millions of people. Yeah. It's the only way I'll feel like a real man.
Yeah.
And I say that talented people should be able to say whatever they want, because they already do. Like, in reality, they already do that.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
True.
Where is he nowadays? I haven't heard from him. I've heard from him since, like, 2009. He's been real quiet.
Yeah, that's really weird. Like,
him, Whitney Houston, for some reason. I'm like...
Amy Winehouse, I think.
Yeah. Did they quit music?
I guess. Kurt
Let
Cobain.
us know. Yeah.
If any of you guys, like, have their numbers or, like, are in contact with them, just let us know.
They should make a collab.
Yeah.
All one song together. So Azalea Banks is one of them. My last person is Paula Deen. I will say this. I don't care that she said the N-word. I don't care. And you know what? I speak for the silent majority. White people got so angry at her.
It's like overcorrecting.
Right? And at this, when I was thinking about it, I was like... Black people don't care about this, because it was like when that Duck Dynasty guy said something homophobic, and it's like, what? Yeah, of course. Of course he would say something. It doesn't make it okay. But like, what is this? Why is anyone
why are you
shocked?
surprised? Yeah.
Like, oh, you're telling me this Southern woman from Georgia in her 60s said something racist back in like 85 or something?
I'm pretty sure she like lives on a plantation, right? Also, like,
doesn't she have a slave? Like, doesn't she literally? I'm just saying, I was surprised that anybody else was surprised.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if she said it. I think her brother, who she had like a restaurant with, said the N-word. I don't even think she said it. And I think the servers that they all had in the restaurant, it was like plantation themed, and all of the servers were black, and it was just like, oh. At any point where they're like, maybe we shouldn't cosplay being slave owners?
They're like, wait, should the waiters not be in like shackles and chains?
So
should we not
like
tips?
Separate them from their families and drag them in? The thing is, that was her sin, which people found out about. and they were like, that's not okay. And it wasn't. It was very odd.
Yeah.
But on some level, I'm like, I have only so many Fs to give. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a finite amount of care that I can give to people doing messed up things. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, personally, this is my own opinion. This is my opinion. You can disagree with me. I think that there has to be some sort of statute of limitations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone does something, like if they assaulted a person, I think it's like, okay, whenever someone finds out, you deserve to get grilled. But if someone did something stupid in the past and they don't do it anymore, and they've genuinely learned from their ways, at a certain point, it's like, okay, Paula, you can make biscuits again. I just don't. I've been drained. I've been drained. Like, you can't care this much about so many different people at the same time.
True.
Anyway, that's my take. I can't wait if my channel blows up and people find out about this and they're like, she's okay. Why people say the N-word? And I'm like, all right.
Like, well.
Which I'm like also okay with by it. That's what I think. I'm like, she was like, someone did this, said something stupid. And I was like, what year? And they were like, 93. And I'm like, it's already out of my brain.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paula Deen. I don't know where I don't know. Back on her plantation in Savannah, Georgia. So
eating her butter. I
just
remember
sticks of butter.
Yeah, there was like some sketch or something a while back that was like, my butter popsicles. And it was just a stick of butter.
Butter and oil, Beth.
Yeah.
That's about as stupid as fat-free cream cheese. It's as stupid can get. That's such a distinct voice. Ugh.
Yeah, like, who talks like that?
She doesn't even talk like that. She used to be like, from my kitchen to yours, it's holiday.
My kitchen.
Ugh. God. I did want to squeeze her, I will say.
Yeah, I feel like she'd be a good hugger.
She would. She smells so good.
Yeah.
I feel like I would want her as my grandma, but she would call me colored. She would. And then I'd have to smack her on the wrist and be like, don't make me cancel you again, Paula. Anywho, that's our list of people. It's not a definitive one. There's many more. But now we're going to get into our game portion. One of the game portions where we play Marry, F, Kill. It's a classic game. Play it with your family, your grandma. Don't play it with members of your family, because then that gets weird. But we're going to list out some names, and then we're going to say who we would marry, F, kill, and why. So our first group of people is the icon, Peppa Pig.
Oh.
Mark Zuckerberg. And Dick Cheney.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Well,
they're all so hot. Like, equally.
Yeah, I want to F all of them, so this makes it really tough. Okay, I feel like I have to F Peppa Pig. I have to know what that's like. Question, is she a child? Is that weird?
I did not think about that when I wrote that. So, is it appropriate? I mean, it would be inappropriate to do any of those things. Kill her, I guess.
Yeah. I think
okay, let's say an adult Peppa Pig.
Yeah. A grown-up, consenting
pig woman.
Peppa Pig woman who's at least 18. I'm going to say F Peppa Pig just because I kind of want to know what that would be like. And this is tough, but I'm going to marry Dick Cheney because I feel like he would protect me.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone got in my way, he would kill them instantly. And Mark Zuckerberg kind of freaks me out. I feel like he would, like, blink and his eyelids would be, like, the other way or something one time, and it would freak me out. So I'm going to have to kill Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah.
I would also, I guess, adult Peppa Pig, smash them porky cheeks.
Yeah.
I would say I would marry Mark Zuckerberg because he has that coin.
That's true.
And honestly, all it takes is like a swift kick down the stairs, and you're now one of the richest women on earth.
Yeah, sorry, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Priscilla Chan knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
And then I kill Dick Cheney. Just, on behalf of all of the Afghani and Iraqi civilians who died.
True.
Though I will miss someone having a name like Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
It sounds like a description.
I would like to, because I would want him to come home and be like, "Hey, Dick."
Yeah, it's Cheney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheney with a side of dick.
Stop. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Sounds like a dish. This is our next group of people: Barack Obama, the Dalai Lama, and Vin Diesel.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, Obama, but I'm killing you instantly.
Okay.
Dalai Lama? I want to F the Dalai Lama. I got to see what that's like.
Forbidden fruit.
Yeah. That's got to be something. And then marry Vin Diesel. Again, he would protect me. He's big and strong. Mm-hmm. He's bald. What more can you ask for?
Yeah. That's, the epitome of like what male physique excellence should look like is like a swollen boulder.
Yeah.
I would say I would sort of reverse that.
Oh.
And that I think I would F Vin Diesel. Marry Obama.
Oh.
And then I'd kill the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why are you giggling all the time? Why are you always wearing those long robes?
Yeah. What are you hiding under there?
Pants. Yeah. Your country isn't even real. Ooh. Hashtag free Tibet. I'd be like, Dalai Lama, you're too chill.
True.
I need to take you out.
Yeah.
Obama I'd marry just because then I could be like, sorry, Michelle. I stole him from you.
Yeah. I can do more push-ups than you.
Yeah. And I think Vin Diesel, I don't want to marry him just because I feel like if I had to speak to him like on a regular basis,
I'm doing it for my family.
It would be like communicating with a brick. And I'm not about that life. Obama, I feel like if you marry him, he could take you around the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Vin Diesel's
send
like a
some
one-night
drone
stand.
strikes in your honor.
Absolutely. He'd like write my name out in the sky with the smoke.
Yeah.
So Vin Diesel, I would have from a purely physical standpoint, but the Dalai Lama, he's not bringing anything to the table.
That's true.
And they also can't marry, and I also don't think that they can frick. So he would have to like give up his life for me, and he'd be like, "I love you. Be with me. I'm like the reincarnation of Buddha or something." And I'd be like,
sorry,
my Uber's here. Sorry, I gotta go. So next option, Mother Teresa, Justin Trudeau, and Sporticus from Lazy Town.
Okay, I'm killing Mother Teresa.
Okay, that's valid.
Justin Trudeau and Sporticus, both pretty hot. I'm gonna say it. Both attractive men. I think I'm going to have to F Sporticus because I've seen him do all those flips and stuff. Like, it's got to be exciting. And Justin Trudeau, I'd marry because then, like, he's got power and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'd have, like, some status, some wealth. You know, I'd be set.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I would reverse it, and I think I would marry Sporticus. Oh. Because I would want to live that, like, sweet blimp that, like, floats over Lazy Town.
Yeah.
And hear him talk to me in that, like, Icelandic English, which is like slightly accented.
That little weird mustache he's got.
That like little like whisper of a mustache. I think I would F Mother Teresa.
Oh.
And again, it's because of the forbidden fruit thing. Mother Teresa actually has like kind of a sketchy history.
Oh yeah.
People don't know that, but I'm exposing her right now.
Oh. T. Mother T.
Mother T. And again, she is like a nun, right? Or something. She's never done anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would be the best thing to rock her world. And then Justin Trudeau I'd kill. I was contemplating effing him because I thought like, he's one of those like male feminists who is like, oh, I like getting pegged and that like makes me an ally to women. And so I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
But then I think you'd cry afterwards, and then I'd kick him out of my house.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my list. Other selection, Elmo, Big Bird, and Snuffleupagus. You know what I'm talking about, like that big elephant with like the really good lashes. Who's your pick?
This one's tough. How old is Elmo? Is Elmo like a kid? Or are they puppets so age is like not a thing?
I am not entirely sure. I know Peppa Pig is a child.
Yeah.
Which makes it disturbing, and I should have thought about that. But Elmo, I don't know. Like Big Bird and the Snuffleupagus feel like adults.
Old. Yeah, they feel like adults.
Elmo is adult Elmo.
Okay. Adult consenting Elmo. Yeah. This one's tough. I think I'm gonna have to F Big Bird.
Okay.
I feel like that to me was obvious.
Yeah.
Big Bird is definitely the way to go for that. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm going to have to marry Snuffleupagus. Those lashes, like, I could ride on Snuffleupagus. I could take me places. Mm-hmm. Elmo kind of has that, like, annoying, high-pitched voice. Like, I feel like I get tired of it after a while, so I'm going to have to kill him. Yeah. Me loves you.
Okay. I would say if it was adult Elmo, I would marry.
Oh.
I would marry adult Elmo because he has that, like, cute little place.
Yeah, he's got
like,
the little fish.
The little fish, like the drawing. If we wanted to make another room, we could literally just, like, draw it with crayon. Yeah. He's sweet, he's considerate. Mm-hmm. I would also F Big Bird. I'd climb him like a tree.
Yeah.
And I would kill Snuffleupagus just because, like, what it's too much. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's going to survive global warming, first and foremost. He's too woolly.
Yeah.
And I don't see he's, like, too slow of a talker. So I feel like conversations would drag.
That's true.
Sorry. I'm killing his species. He's going to be extinct.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Queen Elizabeth, Xi Jinping, Stewie from Family Guy.
I kind of wish I could kill all of them.
Okay.
But, okay, if I had to pick, I feel like I have to kill Xi Jinping. Terrible person. I can't. I don't want to be associated with that.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Queen Elizabeth and Stewie. When it comes to them, I feel like they're both annoying. Both not very fun. I think I would F Queen Elizabeth just because I think that would kill her. Like, I think I would
shatter her bones.
Yeah, like, I think she wouldn't be able to last. Like, her heart would give out, and I'd be like, "You're welcome, royal family," and I would be a hero.
Is that you from the grave?
Yeah. So then I would have to, by default, I'm marrying Stewie from Family Guy.
Who's also a child, not a baby. He doesn't count.
Adult consenting Stewie from Family Guy.
Okay. I feel like if we're talking adult Stewie,
yeah,
I feel like I would marry him because we would be like a power couple.
Yeah.
You know, we both have similarly shaped heads.
Yeah, I get that football thing going on.
Yeah, he does have a manner of speaking that I find very entertaining.
Yeah.
He's the only he's the only redeemable thing about Family Guy, I'll say it.
Yeah.
Xi Jinping, taking him out. Yeah. And it wouldn't change the system. Mm-hmm. But it would be like a message. And then I would stick a sign on his chest that said "Free Hong Kong."
Yeah.
Then, to be fair, they would have been like, "It was the Hong Kong people who did this," and then if anything, they would bomb the city or something. Yeah. Sorry, Hong Kong, I tried, but I guess Xi Jinping, just because he also is fully kind of enslaving my own country by if you don't know, he's building a system of debt where he gives a bunch of loans to poor countries that can never pay them off, and then when they're like, "We're sorry, we cannot pay you back," he's like, none of them talk like that. But then he's like, "Oh, that's fine. Let us build a port or some sort of infrastructure in your country," and then slowly, the Chinese Communist Party literally sinks its nails into all these poor countries that are strategically located, and they're like, "This is what we're doing." And then Donald Trump is like,
"That's a good idea."
China. Yeah. And Donald Trump is a buffoon, and so everyone's was focused on him while they did this. Yeah. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but I'd kill him just to send a message. And then I guess I would also have Queen Elizabeth because I don't think, first of all, I'd have to blow the dust off first.
Yeah. You get a feather duster down there.
Exactly. I don't think that Prince Philip, before he died, even had a schmeckle. I think it was like a rotting pepperoni stick. Yeah. It was literally like a he would take his pants off and she'd be like, "Why is there a worm stuck to your thigh?" And then he'd be like, "Darling, that's my Johnson."
Let me take a Viagra.
Yeah, and then he snorts one, and then it literally goes from like this to like.
Or it's like those like balloon animals, and it just fizzles back out.
It's like do you remember the worm from Sesame Street?
Oh yeah,
the one with like spell.
Yeah,
it's like that. And it's just like, please, sire, put me out of my misery. And then he's just like, shut up. And then Queen Elizabeth is like pretending to be asleep.
Yeah,
and that's how he died. That's what the royal family's hiding from you. He died.
Yeah, that's the
Johnson
truth.
out. His Johnson like literally went off his body and was starting to inch its way.
It's crawling down his leg.
The image of that is just so hysterical. I just like tiny things that crawl. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Anywho, our next few options: James Charles, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. I don't know what her name is. Shout out to you, Queen.
Yeah.
And J.K. Rowling.
Oof. Okay, this is a little tough. I think I'm gonna have to marry Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Same.
She got the money.
Yep.
Like, she's probably fun. She's probably nice. Maybe. I mean, if she knew to leave Jeff Bezos, there's got to be something right about her. Because I feel like I'd have to marry her. I would want to spend the most time with her. Mm-hmm. Now, James Charles or J.K. Rowling.
It's a tough one.
That's really tough. I think just because I kind of want to get my name out there, I want there to be some tea, I want there to be some drama, I'm going to have to F James Charles, and I'm going to have to kill J.K. Rowling. Like, I want to be the new, like, Tati, James Charles, like, Jeffree Star. I want to be in that little, like, that drama triangle.
Yeah.
Like, I would like that. So I think I'm going to have to F James Charles.
You want those screenshots where, like, I'm coming over.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't shower. I understand that. I would also marry Jeff Bezos' ex-wife because of the coin, and she seems like a nice enough lady. She got those little dimples.
Yeah.
I was conflicted because initially I was like, let me just kill J.K. Rowling to just end it.
Yeah.
But I thought...
Paula Deen, are you back?
I'm back. I thought, wouldn't it be hilarious if I did FJK? And then afterwards, like right when she was on like the cusp of climax, I would just whisper like, trans women are women. And then she'd be like, what? And then I would like jump out the window, and it would just be like the wind bellowing through the curtains.
Yeah.
So I was considering it, but then I'm like, wouldn't it be funnier to F James Charles?
Yeah.
Because in his own words, he is desperate.
Yeah.
I know I'm not his type or like whatever, but...
He's got a big butt also.
Does he? I've seen it so many times.
Is it photoshopped?
It has to be.
He facetunes his cheeks. He has to.
He has to. Everyone would. I would facetune them so much it would just look like a singular cheek.
Yeah,
like
I just
no
want
crack.
one. Yeah. I don't poop.
I would poop almost like from the side. I would relocate it to be like...
Yeah. It's like in your pocket.
Yeah. So I think I would pretty much have the same choice as you.
Yeah.
And then lastly, the Ice family: Iced Tea, Ice Cube, Vanilla Ice.
This one's tough. I think though I'm killing Vanilla Ice. He's definitely the least useful of the three ices that I know. Iced Tea and Ice Cube. I feel like Iced Tea I'm going to marry, and I'm going to F Ice Cube.
Okay.
Because Iced Tea, I feel like, again, maybe he would protect me. He could probably take care of me. He's probably learned something from all those Law and Order things he said, like...
SVU, yeah. Where he's always, like, disgusted at how crimes exist, even though that's his job.
Yeah. So I feel like I'd have to do that. That would be my order.
Okay. A sense you just want to be protected.
Yeah.
That's valid. You don't have to have feminist guilt for that. I would say that I'd have to kill Iced Tea.
Oh.
Sorry. I don't like iced tea. I prefer lemonade.
Yeah. I don't like Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah.
So.
Iced tea's kind of gross. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to drink tea that's cold and only slightly sweet. True. I want to drink it hot and like 50% sugar.
Yeah.
which is my rap name, coincidentally. Hot and 50% sugar. Ice Cube, I would have to marry. I feel like just because, one, he probably has the most money.
Yeah,
and
true.
I'm a gold digger in this situation.
Yeah.
And I think, like, as a rapper, he has the most impressive, like, resume out of all of these three.
True.
Because then I could be like, oh my
Straight
God.
outta Compton.
Exactly. I could be like, oh my God, you were in NWA.
Yeah.
Right? You were in Noir.
Yeah.
So that's impressive. And I would get a little bit of that street cred. And I'd be like, I don't care that you made Are We There Yet? And also, Are We Done Yet? It's fine.
Yeah.
If I was paid $20 million to do a stupid kids movie, sign me up to be in Paw Patrol, the live action adaptation.
Yeah.
And so I'd marry him, and then I would F Vanilla Ice. And I would F him, just like he F'd rap music and black culture. I would, just because I guess he's the most attractive, like young Ice, Vanilla Ice, not now. Yeah. He was cute enough. I mean, in comparison, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely cuter than Ice-T.
Yeah.
No offense to Ice-T, but...
Sorry. I feel like he would,
I know he's listening.
He's a huge fan.
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice also, I feel like, would definitely do it with me. And he'd be like, oh, I've always wanted to be with a black girl.
Yeah.
And then I would immediately want to die.
Yeah.
But I stand by my choice. Mm-hmm. So now that we've gotten that riveting section out of the way, we're going to talk about our ideas for a new reality TV show. Mm-hmm. There's so many of them. And they're all very stupid, but also, like, good.
Yeah.
So one of my ideas would be, like, half the contestants are blind and the other are deaf. And they have to team up to complete challenges. Mm-hmm. And it would be called See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Which I think is also the name of a Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor film, which has...
Blackface in it?
Yeah. They're playing each other, actually. So Richard Pryor pretends to be Jewish, and then Gene Wilder, like, darkens his face. And then the director's like, we didn't need you to do that. Like, and he's like, it's a creative choice. So I can't think of what the challenges would be. Like, things that are funny. It's just making fun of disabled people. Like, that's the premise of the show.
Yeah.
And the contestants don't know that they're competing, which I think adds a layer to it. So if you don't like people with disabilities, if you're, a eugenicist, this is going to be the game show for you.
This is the show for you.
Yeah, this is me pitching it like this. So that's my idea.
Yeah.
Or they could just compete in, like, other reality shows that already exist.
Yeah. Like MasterChef.
Yeah.
And then Gordon Ramsay still yells at him. He's like, what are you? Were you blind? And it's like, yes.
They're like, did you not see me clanking in here with my...
Yeah, did you not see me burn my hand when I accidentally put it down?
Okay. This is another idea I have. It's called Thanksgiving Dinner. Okay. So it's an interactive game. So it's more like people from the public have to come in, and they're like, one of them plays like the liberal college student who's home for Thanksgiving. Yeah. And the other one plays a Republican aunt/uncle. And then they get in a fight at Thanksgiving dinner. And you flip a coin, and then one of them, like, basically to see what role they're going to get. And then there's a wheel that spins, and you pick a topic, something juicy like QAnon, right? Or Hillary Clinton, and then you have to fight. So whoever makes the more entertaining argument wins. And the people who choose the winner are just like a group of men that loiter outside of 7-Eleven. So it's like truly the public, like the real public. They get to decide. So we can play like a very quick round. So we're going to flip a coin. Heads or tails. Let me see. Do I have it? All right.
She's getting her coins out. This is real. This
is real. This is legit. We don't fake stuff on this podcast. Yeah. Okay. So heads... No, whoever gets it right, you get to be you get to choose what side.
Okay.
Okay. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay. I actually don't know how to flip a coin. Okay, you said heads?
Yeah. Can you not
it was
tell?
Tails.
Oh.
It was tails. It
so
might be like a
pick.
limited edition because I've never seen the back of this. Oh, it's Ellis Island. Oh, those are immigrants. Okay.
Oh, that's why I don't recognize them.
Yeah. I was like, who are these people that don't deserve rights?
Kamala Harris be
stop. No, that's if they're black and smoked weed once. So you were wrong, which means I get it back. I want to be the Republican. I think it's more fun to be diluted. Yeah, that's more fun.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be the college liberal.
Okay, and so our topic is guns. And go.
Oh, I think we need stricter gun laws.
You're wrong. And that's the end of the game. No. Okay. But you have to, think of the most caricature version.
Like a fake, like a white liberal who, doesn't really know what they're talking about? Yeah. Okay. And
go.
Do you know how many people died in Sandy Hook?
3.5.
That was their age. Okay, not how many.
Okay, maybe I should... Okay, First of all, Sandy Hook was fake, and we all know it. I seen them clips. I saw it. Those were actors. They weren't even children. They were midgets that were dressed like children, and they were walking around that school, and it was all fake. I know this because Alex Jones told me. Also, I'm the only one who sells guns in the state of wherever it was that happened, and I don't remember. And I don't remember selling a gun to that man. So you're wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure it was real, actually. It was very real, and it affected a lot of people and their mental health a lot, okay? I saw everything about it on Twitter.
Okay.
I saw David Hogg tweeting about it. I think that's his name.
Yeah. With David Hogg.
Isn't that the kid that was in a school that got shot up and now he's famous?
Oh, the other. Okay, well that wasn't fake because people actually survived that weren't midgets. That was Parkland.
Oh yeah, that one. See, there's so many school shootings we can't even keep track of them. We obviously need to do something about this.
I say we should give guns to the children. We should give guns guns. I want to have a gun that has a smaller gun mounted on top of it, and then a smaller gun on top of that one. So it shoots out 3 times.
No, I don't think we should do that at all.
This is debate. I bring up a valid idea, and you just say no. Social justice warriors are ruining public discourse, let me tell you that. I can't even say Sandy Hook didn't happen without getting banned from my Facebook group, which is also titled Sandy Hook Did Not Happen. Freedom of speech is under attack. All got nothing to say, huh, smarty mouth? I can't believe this. I brought apple pie to this Thanksgiving dinner, and you're probably going to tell me that it's racist and culturally appropriating the culture of apple trees or some other stupid shit.
Well, where are the apples from and who picked them?
Okay. I do not know because I stole them from a farmer's market. So, in a way, I didn't contribute to the system because I didn't pay. And that's why I shoplift. Whole outfit. Shoplifted from Macy's.
If you're gonna, I guess it's gonna give you some genuine. If you're gonna shoplift, don't do it at a Macy's. You gotta go to a step up, like a Kohl's.
Oh my God! First of all, I burnt bridges at Kohl's, so I'm no longer allowed in that establishment. But I like Macy's because I like the color scheme, and I like they have a star in their logo.
Yeah,
because that's what it makes me feel like. I feel like I won this debate.
But wait,
we were talking about guns.
Yeah. Oh, that was so crazy.
See, isn't it fun? It's essentially an improv game, which many would consider to be torture. Yeah. But that's essentially the premise of the game. You guys can try this at home if you want.
I feel like this is going to be on Bill Maher's show. He would have this. And, the liberal would just have, a smart comeback, and he would just go, ah, ha, ha, yeah. And, everyone would clap.
And his audience is, very schizophrenic. If someone will be like, this is a point that's kind of witty. And then the audience is like, da, 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 da. And then someone else says something to counteract it. And then I can't tell if it's half the audience or it's the same people who are just like, we can't decide whoever's funnier.
Yeah.
So that was their game. That's over. We're going to move on to a harrowing story.
Yeah.
That Rachel had.
Yeah. I witnessed a hate crime yesterday. It was
And I did not commit it, just...
Yeah, for the record, this time it wasn't Sara committing.
Because they're never going to catch me.
Yeah. But, okay, so we were doing like a fundraiser at Panda Express. We're trying to bring in some customers,
Bougie.
help support the event. And this like older woman comes up, because basically everyone that was walking by us on the sidewalk, me, I'm standing with my Asian friend. He's cool, you know. Everyone that comes up, we're like, hey, are you eating at Panda Express? Oh, that's okay. You know, if people aren't, we get it. It happens. And so this older woman walking by herself, she's walking by. We go, hey, are you eating at Panda Express tonight? She's like, huh? And like turns around. She looks at us, and she's got two lazy eyes. So she's looking at us, who are standing next to each other, making direct eye contact with both of us simultaneously.
Like a deer.
Yeah. So, and she's, we asked her, you know, are you eating at Panda Express? She's like, huh? Oh, no, I'm vegetarian. So we're like, okay, that's cool. Like, expecting her to just continue walking. She didn't need to clarify more. She didn't even need to say no because I'm vegetarian. She could have just said no. But, of course, my friend, you know, he's trying to be extra friendly. He's trying to be extra nice, drum up some business for the Panda Express. And he's like, well, they have other stuff. You know, they have non-vegetarian or non-meat options. And she's like, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I love the Chinese and the Japanese people. I just don't like their food. And she's like, I love the pandas and where they're from. I just don't eat that. I don't eat the spices. And we were like, okay, thanks. And she's like, oh, crazy old lady like me, thanks for being so nice. And then just continues walking.
And then she beat your Asian friend
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah.
And that was the hate
And then
crime.
she called him a slur.
Woo! And then, or if anything, your Asian friend beat her to death.
True.
So it's a hate
It's
crime.
a reverse
but
hate crime.
It's against someone with lazy eyes.
Yeah.
That's called a twist, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I would say I have interacted with people like that. It's sort of that thing where like Americans talk to strangers so often, and we have to be like, it's like we have to feign politeness. Sometimes older people will talk, and I'm such a freak. I want to say stuff to them, but I don't want to like scare them.
Yeah.
And so I just have to be like, yeah, I'm a good girl. Yeah, I'm just minding my business.
Yeah.
And then you're like, it's like gnawing your leg to get out of a bear trap or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know it's rude, but maybe I'm just a rude person. Sometimes people will come up to me and start to talk, and I just want to be like, no.
Yeah. Stop
No.
right there.
Not today.
Yeah.
Or just start, if anything, you don't even have to say anything. You can just cough at them.
Yeah.
Just be like, and then they're going to be like, ugh.
That's like, in whatever's like the most recent season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry was like, oh, I really don't want to talk to people. I don't want people interacting with me. So he started wearing a MAGA hat everywhere he went. And then Donald Trump tweeted out like, wow, the great comedian Larry David supports me or whatever. And it's like,
He's so daft. Anywho,
man.
that's all we got to say on that. Tune in next week for another episode.
See ya.
Bye.
The Boredroom with Sara and Rachel is a production of Rails Comedy Network.
The Boredroom is produced by Walker Green and edited by Rachel Nicewander.
Stephen Duranske is our graphic designer, and our theme music is by Doug Maxwell and Media Right Productions.
You can follow us on Instagram at Boredroom Podcast.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe to The Boredroom on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Like, comment, rate, and review. Tell us you love us. Tell us you hate us. Solicit us. We'll take anything.